Hello everyone, welcome to Physics online classes for class 11 students. Let us continue chapter 2 units and measurement. Today we are going to study about conversion of one system of unit into another system. In the previous class, we already studied examples on the applications of dimensional analysis. Totally there are 3 applications of dimensional analysis. And the first application is to check the correctness of an equation. We already solved examples based on the first application, that is to check the correctness of an equation. Similarly, the second application of dimensional analysis is to derive the relation between different physical quantities. So, these example carries 5 marks. That is second application. We already studied these 2 applications in the previous class. Now we can study the last application of dimensional analysis, and that is conversion of one system of unit into another. That means we are going to convert CGS unit into FPS unit or MKS into CGS or CGS to SI. We are going to convert one system of unit into another system. Let us start the class. Conversion of one system of unit into another. So before going to solve examples on the third application, first I will explain the procedure of conversion from one system to another system. You can follow this procedure to solve the remaining examples, right? Now you can observe we are going to consider a physical quantity in the two systems. We are going to consider a physical quantity. For example, you can consider force. Force is a physical quantity in the two systems. That means either we can express force in terms of Newton or you can express in terms of dyne. There are two systems here, Newton and dyne. So here now a physical quantity X can be written as, instead of force in general, to understand the concept, let us take the physical quantity as X. You can write the equation X equal to N into U. X equal to N into U. That means F equal to, I can write 10 Newton. X is a physical quantity. For example, force. N is a numerical value of the physical quantity. Number, that is 10. U indicates unit of the physical quantity. Let us take it as Newton. Is it clear? So first we have to write X equal to NU. And now we are going to express this unit U in terms of mass, length and time. How we are going to express the unit of the physical quantity? We are going to express unit of physical quantity in terms of mass, length and time. Is it clear? You can observe where N is numerical value of physical quantity. U indicates unit of the physical quantity in terms of mass, length and time. And MLT, these are the fundamental units of mass, length and time respectively. Then last one, A, B, C. These are the dimensions of the physical quantity. Is it clear? First we have to write X equal to NU. So U we are going to express in terms of mass, length and time. Then next step, the physical quantity in the first system is first system. That means I can consider Newton. Newton is the first system and the second one is what? Dyne. Dyne is the second system. It's just an example. The physical quantity in the first system is, in the first system, I can write X equal to N1 U1. N1 U1. U1 we are going to express in terms of mass, length and time. This is for the first system. I can write M1 raised to A, L1 raised to B, T1 raised to C. Let us take it as equation number 1. Where N1 is numerical value of the quantity in the first system. U1 is unit of quantity in terms of mass, length and time in the first system. M1, L1 and T1, these are the fundamental units of mass, length and time in the first system respectively. Is it clear? This is for the first system. Or we can take the example, length is equal to 100 centimeter. This is first system. L equal to 1 meter. This is the second system. Got the difference? So here I can write x equal to N1 U1. Here we can write x equal to N2 U2. First system and second system. Now we can write the second system. How to write the equation? X equal to N2 U2. N2 into in place of U2 we can write M2 raised to A. L2 raised to B. T2 raised to C. Let us take it as equation number 2. This is for second system, where N2 is numerical value of the quantity in the second system. U2 is unit of the quantity in terms of mass, length and time in the second system. And at last M2, L2 and T2, these are the fundamental units of mass, length and time in the second system respectively. So first in general we wrote the equation x equal to Nu. Second step, we have to write x equal to N1 U1 for the first system. Third step, x equal to N2 U2. This is for the second system. Then from equation 1 and 2, what is equation number 1? I can write here x equal to N1 U1, x equal to N2 U2. These are the two equations. So I can write from equation 1 and from equation 2. How to write the equation? N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. So in place of U1 and U2, we can substitute fundamental units, mass, length and time. So the equation becomes N1 into M1 raised to A, L1 raised to B, T1 raised to C is equal to, on RHS side, N2 keep as it is. In place of U2, we can write M2 raised to A, L2 raised to B, T2 raised to C. Right? This is from equation 1 and 2. Or I can write this equation as, observe here, N2 is equal to, N2 is equal to. So this term we can take to LHS side. N2 keep here only. So this MLT, these terms we can take to LHS side, it will go to denominator. So the equation becomes N2 equal to N1 into M1 by M2 raised to A into L1 by L2 raised to B into T1 by T2 raised to C. Let us take it as equation number 3. Right? So this is the final equation, equation 3. What is equation 3 here? N2 equal to N1 into M1 by M2 raised to A, L1 by L2 raised to B, T1 by T2 raised to C. This is equation 3. What it indicates, you can observe thus, the numerical value N2 in the second system can be calculated if numerical value of N1 in the first system is known using the above formula. If you know the value of N1, then easily you can calculate the value of N2. So now using this equation, equation 3, using this equation, now we can solve examples to convert one system of unit into another system. We have to follow this procedure to solve the examples or numerical problems. So now I will solve the first example. Example is convert the MKS unit of force into CGS unit of force. MKS to CGS we have to convert, and the given physical quantity is what? Force, on the basis of dimensional analysis. That is the third application. So we have to convert MKS unit of force into CGS unit of force. See here, this example carries 5 marks in your board examination. I already explained the procedure. You have to follow that procedure to convert MKS unit into CGS unit of force. Solution. So first I can write just remember these steps. First step, we have to write MKS unit of force. First, we have to know the unit of force. MKS unit of force is Newton. What is the MKS unit of force? Newton. And similarly, Celsius unit of force. Celsius unit of force is Dine. Right? This is the first step. First step, we have to write MKS unit and Celsius unit of force. Now, the second step, we have to write the dimensional formula of force. Dimensional formula of force we already studied. Dimensional formula for force. What is the dimensional formula for force? That is, I can write m raised to 1, l raised to 1, t raised to minus 2. This is the dimensional formula for force. Now tell me what are the values of A, B and C. Now we can easily write A equal to 1, B equal to 1, C equal to minus 2 because these are the powers A, B, C. A equal to 1, B equal to 1, C equal to minus 2. Is it clear these two steps? Now I am going to write the third step. So I can write two columns here, MKS and Celsius. I am going to make two columns. So in MKS I am going to write M1, L1, T1, N1. In Celsius I can write M2, L2, T2, N2. So now we have to write their values in MKS as well as in Celsius. In MKS, mass is expressed in terms of kg. So I can write 1 kg. Similarly, length is expressed in terms of meter. So I can write 1 meter. Time is expressed in terms of second. So we can write 1 second. What is N1? Numerical value. Let us take here 1. In Celsius, M2 equal to 1 gram. We are going to express mass in terms of gram. L2 equal to 1 centimeter. Time we are going to express in terms of second. So now we have to calculate N2. 1 Newton equal to how many dynes? That we have to calculate. Is it clear? First we have to write their respective units of mass, length, time as well as its numerical value. This is the third step. Now we can write the fourth step. Here I am going to write the fourth step. You can observe this equation here. Third equation we are going to use. N2 equal to N1, M1 by M2 raised to A, L1 by L2 raised to B, T1 by T2 raised to C. This equation I am going to use to solve the first problem. What is the equation? N2 equal to N1 into M1 divided by M2 raised to A, L1 divided by L2 raised to B, T1 divided by T2 raised to C. In the fourth step, we are using the equation. Now substitute all the values. N2 equal to, what is the value of N1? Observe this tabular column, N1 equal to 1. So these all values we are going to substitute in this equation. So now I can write N2 equal to N1 equal to 1. Right here. Remaining is M1 by M2. M1 is what? 1 kg. M2 is 1 gram raised to. What is the value of A? We already know the value of A. A equal to 1, B equal to 1, C equal to minus 2. Substitute here. A equal to 1. So we can write 1. Similarly, L1 by L2. 1 meter divided by 1 centimeter raised to B equal to 1. Then T1 by T2. 1 second over 1 second raised to T. Here the value is C. C equal to minus 2. Now we have to solve this equation to get the value of N2. N2 is equal to, I can write 1 keep as it is. 1 kg divided by 1 gram. So 1 kg equal to how many grams? 1000 grams. Here I am going to write 1000 gram divided by 1 gram raised to 1. Similarly, 1 meter by 1 centimeter. 1 meter equal to how many centimeter? 100. So I can write 100 centimeter divided by 1 centimeter raised to 1. And here 1 second divided by 1 second. So 1 second by 1 second means directly I can write 1 second raised to minus 2. Then we can write N2 equal to 1 into 1000 gram divided by 1 gram raised to 1 means again we can get the same answer into 100 centimeter divided by 1 centimeter, keep as it is, into 1 second raised to minus 2. 1 raised to minus 2 will be again 1. 1 raised to anything will be 1. So let us write 1 here. So we can write N2 equal to 100 by 1 gram, 1000 divided by 1 gram means 1000 into 100 into 1. Or we can write 1000 can be written as 10 raised to 3, 100 can be written as 10 raised to 2. So we will get N2 equal to 10 raised to 3 into 10 raised to 2 will be 10 raised to 5. What is the value of N2? N2 equal to 10 raised to 5. This is the fourth step. Here I am going to write fifth step. Fifth step, we have the equation N1 U1 equal to N2 U2. So N1 U1, 1 Newton is equal to, what is the value of N2? We got 10 raised to 5 and U2 is dyne. 1 Newton is equal to how many dynes? 10 raised to 5 dyne. So this is what we converted one system into another system, Newton to dyne. So these 5 steps you have to follow to convert one system to another system. Yes, I will solve one more example. You can observe, convert the MKS unit of work into CGS unit of work on the basis of dimensional analysis. Yes, you already studied one example and follow that example to solve the second example. Try to solve yourself. What is the first step? The first step is we have to write its unit in MKS as well as in CGS. So MKS unit of work. What is the MKS unit of work? MKS unit of work is joule. Then CGS unit of work is erg. What is the CGS unit? Erg. This is the first step. Then second step. What is the second step? We have to write its dimensional formula. Dimensional formula for work. Dimensional formula for work is, what is the dimensional formula for work? So I can write m raised to 1, l raised to 2, t raised to minus 2. This is the dimensional formula for work. So we got the value of A, B, C. A equal to 1, B equal to 2, t equal to minus 2. Sorry, C equal to, this is C. C equal to minus 2. Then third step. We have to write MKS and CGS units. So let us make two columns, MKS and CGS. M1, L1, T1, N1. Here on CGS, M2, L2, T2, N2. So now tell me the values of M, L, T in MKS. M1 equal to 1 kg, but in CGS it is 1 gram. Length is measured in terms of meter in MKS, but in centimeter in CGS. Then time is the same in both the cases, 1 second. Then here N1 equal to, let us take 1, we have to calculate N2. These are the 3 steps. What is the fourth step? So fourth step, we have to write the equation. What is the equation? N2 equal to N1 into M1 by M2 raised to A L1 by L2 raised to B, T1 by T2 raised to C. Now substitute all the values. N2 equal to N1 is 1, M1 by M2, that is 1 kg divided by 1 gram raised to A value is how much? A equal to 1 into L1 by L2, that is 1 meter divided by 1 centimeter raised to B equal to 2 into T1 by T2, that is 1 second divided by 1 second raised to C equal to minus 2. Now we substitute all the values, or it can be written as N2 equal to 1 into, in bracket, 1 kg equal to 1000 gram divided by 1 gram raised to 1. 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter divided by 1 centimeter raised to 2 into 1 second divided by 1 second means we will get 1 second or 1 raised to minus 2. Or we can write N2 equal to 1 into 1000 gram divided by 1 gram means 1000 into 100 centimeter divided by 1 centimeter raised to 2. 100 raised to 2 into 1 raised to minus 2 will be 1. Or we can write N2 equal to 1000 into 100 raised to 2 will be 10,000. Right? Or we can write N2 equal to 1000 can be written as 10 raised to 3 into 10,000 can be written as 10 raised to 4. So what is the total value we can get here? 10 raised to 4 plus 3 will be 7. So N2 equal to how much? 10 raised to 7. Fourth step. Then what is the fifth step? I can write here fifth step. N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. N1 is 1 and its unit in the first system in MKS is joules. N2 equal to we got 10 raised to 7 and its unit is erg. So 1 joule equal to how many erg? 1 joule equal to 10 raised to 7 erg. So this is the second example. Right? Similarly, I will give you third example as a homework. Try to solve yourself and I will give you the solution in the next class. What is the example? Convert the MKS unit of momentum into CGS unit of momentum on the basis of dimensional analysis. So I will give you its unit in MKS as well as in CGS. In MKS, linear momentum is measured in terms of kg meter per second. In CGS, it is measured in terms of gram centimeter per second. So these are the MKS and CGS unit of momentum and its dimensional formula is m raised to 1, l raised to 1, t raised to minus 1. So use these values and try to solve the conversion of MKS to CGS unit, and I will solve this example in the next session. Thank you.